What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Hedera today, HBAR. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, okay? It is the 7th day of August, and here we are at about 24 cents with 3 days, 21 hours left in the week here. Is that right? Yeah, 21 hours left in the week. 21 hours left in the day as well. Consolidating still in this area that you've been at now since really July 14th for about 2/3 of a month. Where is my brush? There it is, my brush here. You had a nice move up. You're in this, I would say, horizontal channel where you're moving sideways, essentially. You're at the base of this channel now. You might move up. It is possible, and I will say, just looking at this here, with this support right there, and then the way that you're finding support now, it's kind of weak. It is possible that you go lower. It's kind of hard for me to imagine that HBAR goes lower while Bitcoin moves up and the rest of the market moves up, and I'm assuming that Bitcoin's found its low and that it will be moving up, actually. And as I say that, it's moving down, but I think this is the low, and I think that it will move up from here. That's my perspective. Is HBAR trying to tell us something, or is it faking us out and it's about to rally? Let's see if we can figure this out. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame and zoom out from there. Okay, 1 hour time frame here. Looking at it, you definitely have some bearish looking candles here, moving down a little bit, kind of rolling over. 1 hour RSI does look more bearish than bullish, but at the same time, it's kind of neutral. It's just you got to the oversold zone here, where here you did not get to the overbought, but you pretty damn close either way. You are in a more bullish positioning now, but overall right now it's kind of bearish. I don't know what to make of the 1 hour. Let's look at the 15-minute time frame. Lower lows in the RSI, lower lows in your price. I would think that, yes, you look bearish. Stochastics probably come down. Typically, you don't find support at the 50, even though you did that before here, and you did find resistance here. I guess, I don't know, maybe you do have some more significance here. You're at a point where you could bounce on the RSI and the stochastics, but do you is the question. And with your current price action, I don't know if you do. I would think you go lower. The MACD is embracing that downside a little bit. We'll see if it does. Overall, I'd say the 1 hour is questionable. Leaves a pretty big question mark. Let's see. Let's take a low. Oh, come on, man. Is there a way? Can I just get rid of these buttons? Trading View. Can I get rid of them? There's got to be a way, man. These are the most worthless buttons that I've ever seen in my life. Just get rid of them. They're like, nobody's gonna miss them. Nobody show of hands, who uses these buttons on TradingView? Nobody uses them. Oh, scroll right. Oh, look, I can scroll super slow to the right, or I could just grab it. Like what the hell? What's the point of that? That reverse button, that centering the view, that's about the only good thing. That is about the only good thing that there is. But the plus, the minus, like, do this. It's way, way faster. Like, I don't know. It's so dumb. Anyways, low to high here. Golden ratio support up to the 236 and then down to the 382. I would think that you want to move up. So while the 1 hour indicators are, in my opinion, suggested that we would go down, they're a little bit like neutral and question markish with a little bearish tint. I would actually think that the 1 hour time frame the price action looks like you want to go up. I like this fib a lot. Bouncing off the golden ratio, getting higher lows throughout this and higher highs. It looks good. Get above 25 cents and you should be good. You should be good. 4 hour time frame here. The RSI does look more bearish on the 4 hour, and man, if you look at this, I mean, that's pretty bad. Hold on. Gotta plug that in. We're gonna plug that in real quick. There we go. You've got lower lows and lower highs, but man, it just can't be easy, can it? Because while there are bad things going on, there are some good things too. The good thing is, here you found resistance like this, you found resistance like this, you found resistance like this, like this, like this. Do you see how it's different here? You see how it's a little bit different than any of these other times that you found resistance, even here where you weren't up on this trend line. You're consolidating. Maybe you are ready to break out to the upside. Maybe what you've done is you've taken this downtrend, turn it into a bit of a sideways trend, and you're ready to turn it into an uptrend now. That tends to be the transition. I don't know how to feel about the 4-hour. Overall, it's pretty bearish. Another question mark on that RSI there. The stochastics are bullish and the MACD is bullish. Okay, so overall, the 4-hour time frame I would say is in a more bullish posturing, which is nice to see, especially considering that the 1-hour is a bit neutral, and yet the price action suggests higher. I bet you do go higher, man. You got the setup here for like a W pattern, a little atom and atom double bottom. One bottom there, two bottoms there. That's not a double bottom. That's a higher low. Whatever, man. It's two bottoms. It's a double bottom. It's an atom and atom pattern. If and only if you get above this middle point here. If you get above, and when you get above 25.6 cents, you should be moving up at a rather spectacular pace. You move down pretty fast. I would expect you move up faster, personally. You should see prices that are all the way up at 28 cents to maybe 30 cents, somewhere in that area. We're on the 4-hour time frame. This could happen, you know, over the next 3 to 5 days. It could happen in a very short amount of time. But I would anticipate, you know, looking at this as a W here overall, I would anticipate that we move up at a pretty fast pace. Maybe by the end of this week. If not the end of this week, then sometime early next week, we should be back up at about 30 cents if everything holds up to be true. Let's look at and that was my chair, okay? That's some people have their thoughts as to what that sound is. It's just my squeaky chair. The daily time frame is the one thing that makes me think bearish, though, again, because different behavior begets different results. Bullish, bullish. Why no bullish? Maybe it's because you're bearish. I don't know. Let's look at the relative low to high here. Low to high there. 236 consolidating in this area. Yeah, I mean, go to the 382, do it. But if HBAR does that, then what would Bitcoin do? Because here, I mean, that would provide a 12% drop. Bitcoin would have to, if not that it has to, but if HBAR drops 12%, I would assume then that's encouraged by a 4 to 6% drop from Bitcoin. Interesting. What would a 4 to 6% drop from here do? Interesting. Very, very interesting, my friends, because like a 6% drop would take us all the way down to 107.5K over the last 3 days, 107.5. And that'd clear out a lot of longs. We'd clear out a good bit of them at 110.5 though. 4% I did say. I mean, I'd basically be right around there. I don't know, man. And maybe we do. Low to high. I don't know how to feel about that. And look at that, the golden ratio is right there. It could happen. Maybe we do move lower. We are dropping right now. The one thing that I have an issue with Bitcoin moving down, I guess not. No, we did come up. We actually got a wick. Never mind. I don't know. Maybe HBAR is trying to tell us something. Don't think that HBAR commands Bitcoin. Okay, that's not at all. Well, I mean, it's just as possible that HBAR could move down 12% and then move up. But it has been a market leader. It has been a very strong crypto this cycle and last cycle. I would think that it can't really, like, why would it move down if Bitcoin's moving up? You understand what I'm saying? Or at least if it were to move down, why would it move down 12% and Bitcoin's moving up? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. It's not that it can't happen, but you do have lower lows here. The 382 would be a very common area to go to. I'm thinking personally, even with everything we've said so far in this video, to the bullish effect on the 4-hour and the 1-hour. The 1-hour is neutral, but the 4-hour is like bullish, right? 21.5 cents I'm feeling pretty good about. Prove me wrong, HBAR. The reason why I'm feeling good about it is only because of what you're doing here on the daily time frame. Prove me wrong, HBAR. 21.5 cents or lower, right? Typically with the 382 you actually do wick below it, so maybe you even do go to like 20.5 cents, but somewhere around 21.5, 20.5, something like that. If you do want to find support here and find that you're moving higher and that you want to validate this low, I'd want to see you get above 28 cents. That's what it would take. Close a day above 28 cents, and then at that point I'd be convinced that I'm wrong. You're not going lower, you're actually going higher. But time will tell. I don't really have anything else that I want to say, you guys. I mean, we could talk about where you're going to go whenever it is time to move higher, okay? Because you will be moving higher soon enough. Even if you move down to 20 cents or, hell, 18 cents, move down, whatever. You're going to move up soon enough. When you do move up HBAR, you should be seeing prices that are all the way up I would think at a $1.12 to a $1.28 at a minimum, to something that's just above $1.76 and yet just below $2 at a maximum. Something in this area, that's where I think you're going to go. I'm in favor of this near $2 area personally. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Okay, take care of yourselves. Bye bye.